to the Intimacy After Ostomy podcast. I'm your host, Trina Ricketts. And today I'm going to answer the question, can you be sexy with an ostomy? For many people with permanent ostomies, there's a feeling after surgery like we're non-sexual beings and our bag has made us off the market, has put us off the sexy market. We don't look sexy anymore. How could we? There's those giant plastic bags stuck to our stomachs and make some of us feel very non-sexual, like our sexuality is no longer an option to us. And this can be caused by the trauma of going through everything we've been through medically, because that can really mess with your head. It also can be caused by cultural myths about beauty. This idea that only young, flat, perfect stomach, that can be a barrier for us because we think, well, I am so far from the cultural or pop culture beauty, there's no way anyone will ever find me beautiful again. So that also leads into our fears of being rejected. And I think that's what it really comes down to, is we're scared of being rejected and we think that we deserve to be rejected because of our bags. The feeling of believing that you need to, or that you deserve to be rejected, is very painful, and it impacts our self-worth in a big way. So if you want to feel sexy after ostomy surgery, you really need to face those fears of rejection and ask yourself some questions about rejection. And I will do a whole video on rejection another time. So here's the unvarnished truth about having a permanent ostomy bag. We're different now. We look different. We go to the bathroom different. But at our core, who we are is not different. Notwithstanding, of course, the changes that have come over us after going through this crazy experience that we've been through, this health journey that's shaped who we are and may have made us into better people, but also may have made us into worse people. By better, I mean people who realize how lucky we are to be alive, are embracing every moment of our existence, want to spend as much time with our loved ones as we can because we realize how short life can be. This is how you can grow from an experience like what we've been through. And then there's those who become victims and I was one of them. Don't worry, I'm not judging anybody. It's like you can't help it. You feel like, why me? And you feel like everything has just crumbled. Your whole world has just crumbled because of this ostomy bag. You feel, the biggest thing is you feel that you are no longer sexy person that other people might be attracted to or want to get into a relationship, or maybe you might be worried that your partner won't want to make love to you anymore. So the fear of rejection, that's really what the core is. And yeah, our bodies are different. That's the truth. But our core, who we are, that hasn't changed. People don't talk about this. And this really reinforces our negative viewpoints and our fears and our insecurities around our ostomy bag. Our doctors usually don't talk about our bodies, what they're going to look like, how people are going to react, what kinds of issues we might face. I remember the first time my bag farted, because my first ostomy surgery was emergency. And nobody told me, oh, your bag might fart sometimes, and it might be a little embarrassing. Nobody told me anything. They didn't tell me I could control the action going on in my bag or my output by how I ate, when I ate, what I ate. No one told me any of this stuff. So that was all stuff I had to learn on my own. And I didn't learn it until the second time I had an ostomy bag. So the first time I had an ostomy bag, I felt very different. I felt very why me and poor me. I felt unattractive. I wouldn't leave the house. I was embarrassed when the bag farted. So I know where these feelings are coming from. But the thing is the bag might embarrass us. That's true. But it's not a good reason to let it destroy your self-worth. It's actually kind of an excuse to let it destroy your self-worth if you don't want to put in the work to keep your self-worth intact. And that's another thing. That's a choice. That's a choice that you make. Do I want to wallow in self-pity and hate my life, or do I want to take concrete steps to feel better about myself and see my world and my ostomy and my life in a different way? Along that vein, the bag is not an excuse to explain why people aren't attracted to you. If people aren't attracted to you, it has nothing to do with the bag. It's probably because either you're an unattractive person by who you are, you're a jerk, you're not nice to people, you say rude things on the internet. Just the other day, there was a man posting in an ostomy group about how he was a 40-year-old virgin, let's just say. And I expressed some sympathy and said, why don't you go see an intimacy surrogate? And the response I got was so ugly. that I had to block him. I was like, I can't engage with someone that ugly. And he thought that he was a 40-year-old virgin because he had an ostomy bag. I don't think so. So don't let your bag be an excuse why you think people are not attracted to you. The other reason that people are not attracted to you, if you have a bag, because you're low self-worth. People see us the way we see ourselves. So when you walk around with an energy of insecurity, people are going to look at you and see someone who isn't worthy because you've put that energy of unworthiness into the atmosphere. So really, the work needs to be done in here. It has nothing to do with the people who are or aren't attracted to you. The work needs to be done in here and maybe some of it out here if you don't take care of your appearance. People are attracted to people who take care of their appearance. This is just a part of being human. So these are some things to think about. So what really makes you sexy? And I kind of just touched on that a little bit. Taking care of your appearance is really important. Not dressing like a slob, not dressing in clothes that don't accentuate your beauty. People judge you the minute they see you. And if you are giving off a bad impression of yourself by what you're wearing, how you smell, look on your face, if you're like really frowny, you're introducing yourself to every person who sees you by how you look. So taking care of your appearance is important. And I encourage people to have a polished appearance. Trim your eyebrow hair if it's hanging down into your eyes, trim your nostril hair if it's sticking out of your nose, and your ear hair, and clean your ears. Wear some clothes that look good. They're not stained. They look good on you. For instance, a really heavy man, wearing a tight t-shirt that shows that he's got kind of like the man boobs going on. That man can put on a button-up shirt and look amazing. Exact same guy. And posture is a big one. Posture is so important to me personally because when I see someone slouching, I feel like they're not going to be strong enough to be with me because I'm a strong person and I need someone who would be strong if I'm going to get into a relationship. So exuding that confidence and that control and that power that you do have inside you. We all have it. So don't think that you don't. Another thing that makes you sexy is when you exude joy, when you exude love, acceptance, non-judgmental attitude. It draws people in, it attracts them. People want to be in your energy universe because it makes them feel good. It brings them up. Your smile lights up a room. That's attractive to people. A person who walks in the room and starts complaining about something in their life, that's not very attractive. It might get some attention. It might even draw other negative people over to engage, or it might turn into a funny, great conversation, but it won't attract someone you've never met. Negativity is not an attractive force. It's a repulsive force. Negativity pushes people away. It doesn't bring them to you. Another thing that makes you sexy is treating people right, treating people good. Even if they say something that hurts your feelings, try to give them the benefit of the doubt and just be like, they didn't mean it that way, or they didn't realize what they just said, or they have their own insecurities and they're projecting them onto me. Don't take it like, oh, that hurts so bad. How could that person talk to me that way? Let it go and treat everyone else good. Don't be like obviously stand up for yourself. Like if someone comes at me, I'm not going to just stand there and let them beat the shit out of me verbally or physically or otherwise. I will stand up for myself. I'll say, excuse me, I don't deserve to be talked to that way, or I'll fight back. But if they're not attacking me, then I am going to give them love and understanding and treat them well. I'll just treat them well. And even if I have to stand up for myself, I will still try to do it with the most respect that I can for the other person. And the reason I do that is just because I've grown emotionally. My emotions don't control me anymore. It's something really powerful is to learn how to control your emotions rather than having them control you. And it will help you with feeling sexy after you have permanent ostomy surgery as well. Realizing your worth is about recognizing your attraction and what attracts people to you mostly comes from inside. Yes, your appearance matters, but mostly it's who you are as a person, what your values are, and how you present that to the world. That is usually what makes you attractive or not. If you want to feel sexy, look sexy, and be attractive, and other people say, wow, that person is sexy, then you want to make them feel like they're the only person in the room when you're talking to them. Being sexy and being confident is really just about letting go of the outcome, letting go of if someone might reject you, letting go of if someone might not like you. You don't have to have everyone like you. Do you like everyone? Probably not. And therefore, not everyone has to like you either. But if you want to be attractive to the right people, then you need to be your authentic self and let go of caring what other people are thinking about you. So the bag is nothing. It's really a nothing. It's just a part of your body. Like if you have a funny shaped birthmark or you have one boob bigger than the other. These are things that really nobody cares about. They're not going to reject you or find you less sexy because of your bag. If they don't find you sexy, it has nothing to do with your bag. It has to do with how you present yourself. It has to do with your own self-worth, how you see yourself, because people see you the way you see yourself. Or it has to do with you're just maybe not that attractive of a person because you're not nice. You know, you've got like such deep anger or insecurities that that's what people see when they see you. And in that case, you really need to just work on you, work on who you are. And it might be something a lot more innocent than that. It can be just that you are so deeply insecure. And that is the energy that you put out. You're a wonderful person. Everyone loves you, but you're not getting people attracted to you or behaving in a way where they're attracted to you. Well, then it's probably your insecurities and it's just the energy that you're creating. I know I talk about energy a lot because it's so real. People don't realize it, but it is what we live on. We live on energy and we put out energy and we are impacted by energy and everything is energy. So working on your own self-worth is really important. The moral of the story is you can be sexy with an ostomy. You just have to let go of the belief that the bag is holding you back. And if you are struggling to do that, if you're struggling to overcome these negative beliefs about yourself, then please feel free to reach out to me for a free foundation session or go to my website. I have some free resources there and I'm adding stuff all the time. I look forward to getting to know you if I get to have the privilege of that. Otherwise, in the meantime, I wish you all the love, happiness, and joy that you can possibly have in your life. And that will make you shine.